Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. It's been a while. I know that my posting schedule has not been really consistent recently, but that's because I got sick again. I don't know what's going on. This climate here doesn't really serve me the best, and like moving from a hot desert climate and country to Europe, and now when it's approaching fall makes me sick one after another time. Like I'm sick all the time. So I was not able to film anything because my nose was blocked, which still is a little bit, but that was no way of filming anything during that stage. However, if you wonder what time it is now, it is Q&A time because I'm really glad I've been receiving so many questions from you and also so many messages that my channel and my videos are helping those of you who are trying to become flight attendants and they are chasing their dreams, and that my videos were very helpful, and that makes me really happy because that's what this channel is for. It's to share my experience, to make it easier for you. And I know that when you are starting a new career and you are like, this is maybe your first job, this is so many questions which are not answered and so many doubts and hesitations. So I'm looking forward to answer to some more of your questions. A lot of questions I get through Instagram DM. However, I would prefer if you write them all in comment sections down below here, because I don't really use Instagram that often anymore and I don't use Facebook at all. So if you have any questions, please address them here in the comment sections. And also, if you haven't done that yet, please subscribe. So let's get started with the questions. The first one is from Helen HML. It's quite a long message, so I'm not going to read all of that, but basically what it is about if you can go to assessment day to another country, if you can go attend assessment day in another country, if the airlines do not conduct assessment day where you live. Of course you can. If you watch my previous videos, you would know that that's how I got hired. I didn't go to another country intentionally, especially for a job interview. I was already living in another country because, like, as you know, I'm from Poland and Etihad do not recruit in Poland. But at the time when I was going for that job, I didn't even intend to work as a flight attendant at all. If you don't know the story, I will link it down below. How did I become a flight attendant? And I encourage you to watch that. That might probably answer lots of questions of similar nature. So I was already living in another country where Etihad was recruited, and I went for my assessment day there. What I saw there was so many girls from another countries, the girls who were traveling just to the closest country to their own for assessment day, because the particular airline, in this case Etihad, didn't recruit in where they live, so they traveled abroad all the way just for assessment day. At the time, I found it so surprising. I was in shock that they are so determined and so willing to get this job that they are able to travel all the way to another country, pay for the tickets, the hotel, the stay, just to be able to attend job interview. And some of them even told me that it was not their first time to do that. Some of them, they went a couple of times to different job interviews in different countries. Personally, I would not do that. I don't think I would change job that much. But anyway, I was lucky that my assessment day was where I lived at the time, and I got the job, if you know my story, easily. So yeah, you can definitely go to another country. You don't have to be from that country where they recruit. They don't recruit nationalities, they recruit people. So if that's what you want, I encourage you to do so. The next question is, and actually I get this question very often in the comments. This one is from Aishwara Patel. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. And hello, Aishwara, you are very kind and lovely in your comments. So in this question, she asks, how did you meet your husband? We would love to hear that. Well, this is a very interesting and long story, and it requires a separate video because it's kind of like a fairy tale. And yeah, I'm looking forward to tell you about it, all the details. And I was even thinking about including my husband in the video if he agrees. So I'll save that for a separate video. Another question which is similar to the subject, is your husband a pilot? Have you ever dated a pilot? Well, no, my husband is not a pilot. Thanks God he's not a pilot, and I never dated a pilot. The funny thing is that those girls who think that a flight attendant life is like dating a pilot and they want to marry a pilot or they dream of dating a pilot, those are probably the girls who, I mean, no shade to anyone, but those probably are the girls who never have really been in the industry, because those who did, we all know that dating pilot is no-go, no-go at all. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, and maybe somewhere in the world are decent pilots. Maybe. I want to believe so. However, this is not the best location investing of your time, emotions, and feeling, girl. Dating a pilot is a no-go, and everybody in the aviation industry knows that, including pilots' wives. Or maybe they don't know that. I don't know. But I mean, no shade. I know a few girls who are dating a pilot and who they are there with them, and maybe they are happy, good for them. However, I'm not going to go too much into details about dating pilots, because it's like the whole subject about it. I can record a series of videos about how life there looks like. As I said, probably there are decent men out there. However, as we say in Poland, exception confirms the rule. Do not date pilot. Just don't do it. The next question is, and I get it often as well, Etihad or Emirates? Well, honestly, just because I was working for Etihad for 4 years, I can tell you, oh, Etihad is the best, just go for it. But honestly, when I joined, it was super luxurious airlines, which was at the top of the game, and it was amazing. And the service was like, we won a couple of times the title of like 5-star airlines, and it was very luxurious. Everything starting from uniforms, which were very fancy, to the whole service and the whole onboard experience for the guest was something that made people who traveled with Etihad feel like they made it in life. They scored in life, and this is the dream come true. It was like the whole travel was not about the destination but the flight itself, because the experience itself was amazing, including like business class or first class, or we have a butler as well for residents, like residents with and first class with showers, and such a luxury airlines that it's beyond of what people think of airlines nowadays, when, you know, these low-cost airlines are thriving and everyone wants to fly with them. This is something new. It's something on another level and another planet. Literally, when I saw first time how the service in first class and residence looks like, it's beyond expectations. So that's from passenger point of view, as well as from the crew. However, in the course of last couple of years, 4 to be exact, Etihad got in some troubles, let's say. They stopped hiring crew, they stopped expanding their net of destinations, they start decreasing that. They did lots of things which both did and did not affect the crew. It was for good or bad reasons. It's not for me to judge here. However, a lot has changed. And nowadays, if I would be here to advise you, and if I would be here to make another decision, again, to start from the beginning and apply for this job, although I'm not going to, I would probably go for Emirates now. But that depends on what you want. My reasons of going for Emirates right now would be it has a bigger net of destinations. Well, no wonder, of course, they are on the market for like more than 25 years. So That's to be expected. They are a very stable company which has been out there for long, as I said. For me, for my selfish reasons, would be that they fly to Poland, they fly to Warsaw, where I'm from. So that would be my main reasons of choice. However, Etihad is still very luxurious airlines. I think now they've started to make their way back up again. The living conditions for the crew are, I think, better than Emirates. However, if you're looking to live in more exuberant and fancy and a more fun city like Dubai, then you should maybe go for Emirates. And if you are into flying into more places, which I would be now because I've been to almost all the Etihad destinations, I would go for Emirates. So hopefully that would give you a little bit of a picture of how it is now. God forbid, I do not recommend Qatar, just don't go there. Don't go there unless you don't have any other choice. The next question is from a guy, and he asked, and that's also quite popular questions as well, lots of people ask about it, it's about tattoos. He asked if you are going to be accepted in Etihad if you have a tattoo in the bottom of neck and wrist, and both of them are able to be covered while wearing a suit. Well, as we all know, and if you did your research before applying for airlines, especially Middle Eastern airlines do not approve tattoos, and they say that this is a requirement of not having tattoo. When you attend the interview, they will give you like a sheet where it shows your body shape, and you are supposed to mark where do you have tattoos, if you have any. Now, the preference is not to have tattoo. However, I personally know so many people who has tattoo, and the girls as well. Now, what matters the most is to have tattoos if you have them in the place that they are covered by uniform. So as you said, as the guy said here, if it's covered by uniform, it shouldn't be a problem unless it's not visible. So don't let it stop you. Go for it, and don't let such a small minor issue like having tattoo in a covered places stop you from even trying. So yeah, I hope you found this quite helpful, and that will be it for today. However, I have lots of more questions, but I don't want to make this video last forever. I just did pick the most frequently asked questions for you. If you have some more questions, please let me know down in the comments, and I will try to answer them as well in the next Q&A probably. I do read all the comments, I just do not have time to go through every single Instagram message and reply to everyone, each of you individually. So it's better for me to respond that way in the YouTube video where everyone can benefit from that answer, not just one person. So thank you so much for watching again. I hope you found that helpful as well. And if you haven't done that yet, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave me a comment down below. I'll see you in my next one.